Hello, Lawrence Romanosky from Calgary, Canada, and I thought I'd just give you a look at this 1961 Series 2 before I put it away for the winter, show you what I've done so far, and show you some of the parts I've collected and the kind of the way I've gone about things. I hope this is of interest to somebody who is looking to restore an early Land Rover. So let me turn this camera around. Okay, so first it was completely disassembled. Step number one. All the parts were either sandblasted or acid dipped. And then just about everything then has been coated, plated, painted, galvanized, and then, well, semi-organized anyway. And ready to bolt back together. There's a few things, most notably the engine and gearbox, which I haven't started on yet, or the axles, and you can see they haven't been touched. But I wanted to sort out the body on this one first before I went any further, and the frame, and that was a lot of work. Okay, so the frame obviously is galvanized. It's been repaired. The rear box was crunched in that corner down there. We put in a new aluminum floor, and I can show you underneath here, we re-galvanized, I've got a piece of foam under there. We re-galvanized the supports under the frame. All right. These were NOS panels that were let in. All of the cappings were as well galvanized, the rivets drilled out, etc. Right here I've got the parts that are in no particular order going back in here. So wiring and fuel hoses and lights, instrument panels, steering wheel, heaters, brackets. This is heat shields, all the different door rubbers, fan belts, everything that's rubber is there. We've got plated hardware, assorted hardware. This is all the window channels and weather stripping, headlight rings, different new old stock safety gauges, different electrical bits, wires, grounding straps, etc. More electrical lights, light covers, capstan parts, heater overflow. Here's the galvanized brackets for the steering, engine box, suspension, etc. It's all here, and that's all been sandblasted and galvanized. Hi, honey. Put your jacket on, honey. We have new lights, light bezels. You want your jacket on? Okay, hang on. All right, you got your pretzel. You got your jacket on. All right, it's my daughter Autumn. She's 3.
I'll take another one.
Yeah. Okay, exhaust brackets. Here's things that I've painted. The handbrake assembly, the pedal boxes, the battery top, brackets for the suspension, heater, steering. Oh, okay, honey. Okay. And then different parts that are, you can see the brighter parts are plated, galvanized brackets, hood hinges, etc. Assorted other cadmium plated fasteners. Again, more cadmium plated fasteners. All the bolts have been re-plated. Again, there's lots of brackets in this car. There's lots of little parts. And then this box is all the throttle linkage pieces, the handbrake pieces, and this is all the brakes, brake lines and wheel cylinders and hydraulics and so on. We've got the instruments there, original gasket kits, And these are original NOS side steps, different rubbers, mud flaps, and some electrical parts that need to be rebuilt. Okay, so that's all of this. And more fasteners. There's lots of fasteners. There's lots of nuts and bolts on these. And this is a Capstone Winch, which has been disassembled. We have seat brackets, shocks, bump rubbers, oil filters. We have more brake parts, ignition parts, rotors and condensers and so forth. More fasteners. Here we have some body parts. So those are new aluminum wings. We have these are NOS inner fenders. So that was a real find, not cheap, in the original crates. Steering box. Here's some original electrical stuff, which hasn't been touched. We have one of the extra tires, which has been refinished. The door rubbers, the radiator, which I had rebuilt at substantial cost. And then here are all of the body pieces, the valance, the tailgate, and the doors and door tops, all of which were original, and then we saved, which was a lot more difficult than just buying new. And we have the exhaust piece. Okay, so there you have the Rover and all the pieces to put it back together. Like I said, the engine and gearbox are out of it, and that's getting rebuilt, and then we'll do the axles as well. And then after that, it's just a matter of figuring out where all these parts go. There's lots of parts, but that's what it starts like. So far, I think, I've got to have at least a few hundred hours into this, 300-400 hours, something like that. So this will be a good restoration. Concours are close to it, and it's probably 1,000 hours of work, and we're maybe, maybe we're halfway there. The body, there's a lot of work in the body, a lot of work in all the linkages and brackets, and generally you can't find them all in one vehicle. You have to disassemble a few of them to get enough parts, and here there's probably two or three vehicles, parts from 2 or 3 vehicles that were all disassembled to yield enough parts. A lot of the stuff I sold off. So anyway, the wheels are refinished. They were new old stock, and they're the color I'm going to paint it, which is green sand. Anyway, there you go. It's probably not going to do too much over the winter. Maybe get to the engine and gearbox, and then maybe put it back together next year. Okay, thank you very much. Lawrence Romanosky from Calgary, Canada, with his work cut out for him as usual.